Hi everyone, Cheryl Benanti from Reiki Will Travel. Welcome, and today we have Joanne Cortes from Taro'Chi, Explore Taro'Chi with me, and we're going to talk about her business, what she offers, and getting to know a little bit more about her. We just had a lovely event we did together last week, and it was so nice to reconnect with her. And it just got me thinking we should get together and just really chat and let everyone know what you're up to, what you've been up to, where you are, and all the things new and what you're doing. Yeah. So welcome, Joanne.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah. So this was really nice. So we've known each other quite a few years now.
Yeah, many years.
And we have mainly seen each other at different events.
True.
And have enjoyed kind of being around each other, being in that energy, and being in our holistic ways with either readings or Reiki or whatever we're happen to be doing. Mm-hmm. So tell me, do you like practicing one versus the other? What is your preferred thing? So energy work, Reiki is something that you do.
Yeah, it is.
And also tarot readings, specifically with the Rider-Waite deck, or do you use different cards, and am I missing anything? Is there anything else that you are doing that I just don't know about, or
Sure.
are you learning anything? So tell us.
Wow, it's a lot. All at once.
It is, yeah.
So yes, I am a psychic tarot reader.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. I've been doing this for just over 30 years now. Kind of, from the family, self-instruction, learning through doing type thing. I absolutely love that. So, and to answer your question about the decks, I use a variety of decks. The Rider-Waite is in there. I also have the reverse Rider-Waite in there.
Yes.
And then I have a number of other decks that I have people select based off of kind of inclination towards their vibe or what they need to connect with, right?
Okay. So you customize it.
I do. I kind of customize it for them. I usually had them pick colors or numbers just to kind of see where they're at, and then we kind of interpret the color or the number to help them get kind of a message before they get the messages, which is a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see what clients pick. There's decks that certain clients gravitate towards, and then I see themes. Lots of fun stuff.
And different layers. Don't you think there's many layers of reading itself, like whether it's using one deck or another? I think what they pick, the colors, that you see different layers of the person, of different aspects of them holistically in your readings.
Yeah, and I think that's what really makes the reading robust. It makes the reading, I think, more accurate because it aligns to different facets of who they are, their personality, their environment, their connection with the world, their desires, their dreams. And it just makes it a lot of fun. Yeah, I love psychic tarot. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
It's something I will always do. So I guess to answer your question, it's kind of my number one, but I also love energy healing too.
I know, it's like 50-50, right?
50-50.
I mean, how can you pick? They're both great, right?
They are.
I feel the same. So.
Because I do a lot of my divinatory work during the Reiki work as well, which I'm sure you do as well.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun, and I have a 3-tier system. So I offer basic Reiki, which is what everyone's probably very accustomed to.
I love it. Basic.
Basic. No frills, just the Reiki, right? And then I get divinatory Reiki, which is like a reading with Reiki, which is a lot of fun.
And do you typically do that after your sessions? Because that's what I kind of break it down for people after their sessions.
I do it during. I let them know that, hey, I'm going to be talking to you during session. If you want to talk back, great. If you don't, great. It's okay.
Wow.
And then we kind of review a little bit at the end. And then I do soul retrieval Reiki, which is it's kind of like a past life work with the guided meditation. So, and that's an hour and a half. That kind of pulls back traits and characteristics of lost parts of yourself into this lifetime, so that you can complete activities that you need to complete.
I love that.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that, and that is so intriguing to me.
Yeah,
I know I get a lot of clients asking about past life regression.
Yeah.
Can they see you just for that alone, or do you always combine the two?
I usually combine the two. I prefer to do it together, but believe me, my clients get a lot out of it. So and they love it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow! Holy cow!
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and you also asked what you don't know, maybe.
Yes, what I don't know. So, I'm sure there's a lot.
Lots of things, right? I'm also a spiritual mentor, so I like to work specifically with what I call as sacred disruptors. These are black sheep, right? But I don't like the term black sheep. I'm not a big fan. But sacred disruptors, so those that have been put into survival roles throughout their lives and grow up, mature, become adults, and then are still in the roles and wondering why things aren't working out for them.
Yeah, or they're feeling maybe drained or exhausted and have no idea why. Physically everything is fine with them, but emotionally they're not, and they don't even capture that, right? But this is something that would be part of what you would do, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, we go into the survival role. We try to understand, who are you in this role? Are you an overachiever? Are you a truth teller? Are you a scapegoat? Or are you a combination of many roles? Because there's just so many of them out there. And I work specifically with this niche because I myself was a black sheep or a sacred disruptor in my family. So for me, I walk through it. I walk through the healing messages, and I want to be able to give back to those that are struggling in the same role.
I love that. I think a lot of people can identify in one way or the other with being that. Maybe they're breaking cycles or breaking chains and patterns that they've either been a part of or been, kind of leading maybe in their families and stuff. So I really can appreciate that. Oh, that's such a gift. I think that's really a gift for people. And is there a certain number of sessions or like a plan for that per se? Like, or do you have to just see how session 1 goes and then say, I'll see you next week? Or, how does that work?
That's a great question. I actually prefer to see them for long term. So the clients that I've seen in the past, I've seen for years. So I don't want just months. I want years with them because this type of work requires a significant amount of commitment. And also a responsibility to yourself to do the healing, right? So I prefer a year plus. From time frames. Right. So
Fantastic. So is there anything that you're learning or kind of delving into or scratching the surface of to bring to people? Is there any kind of sneak peeks of anything?
Sneak peeks, I don't know. Not so much sneak peeks, I guess. I'm kind of misconsistent, I guess. I really, for lack of a better way of explaining it. I love what I do. I always tell people that I'm in the service of service. And if I could help you by giving you a reading, or if I can help you by, balancing your chakras, or if I can help you by going back into another life and helping you pull something out to help you overcome challenges now, that's my goal. I am in the service of service, and I'm helping to bring you solutions so that you can move forward in your life. That's my goal.
That's beautiful. That is a really beautiful goal. Holy cow. Yeah. Wow. Gosh, that's amazing.
That's what I do. That's what I love to do. So no new stuff.
I know, you're like glowing when we talk about it. I feel like it's like just, coming out of every pore of you. I feel like it's just really who you are collectively. So tell me about your space. I know your space is in Higganum. I know it's pretty convenient. So everyone's like, Higganum, where the heck is that?
I get that all the time.
So I always say, it's, the town past Middletown. It's right past Middletown. So yeah, it's right off the highway. It's very convenient. It's a beautiful little plaza.
It is.
And it's really the only one right in that area. I'm very familiar with it. Yeah, it's been some time since I've been there, but yeah, I'm familiar with that. So tell me what people can expect when they come in. Can they come in just walk in, or how does that work, Joanne?
Sure. No, those are great questions. So those are familiar with the area. I'm in Higganum, Connecticut. It's right off of Route 9 and 81, just like Cheryl said. It's like next to Middletown, so it's very, 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 very close to that. And it's the only plaza as you come off that exit. It's called Three Oaks Plaza. And what I prefer is by appointment only. So you can either set up an appointment through me directly through my phone. You can call or text me, or my website. I have an automatic calendar there that helps to set up everything too. So whichever you're fancy, whichever you prefer. So I do prefer by appointments.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. So I love the mentor aspect. That is something. How would people know that they need you as a mentor? Like, what are some? Maybe they're carrying some common attributes. What do they really? How would they know? I know a lot of people are delving into spirituality. They're delving into knowing that they need something, not necessarily certain of what it is, but really mainly going to the mentor thing, but also even the energy work. How do people know that they should get in touch with you or need your services or need the commitment to work with you to resolve their things? Maybe they don't even know what their thing is, and they're like, I don't know, I just feel crappy, or I just feel like I'm stuck, or I feel like, are those some of the common threads or attributes that people are walking around with? Or tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, for the black sheep or the sacred disruptor, I really see a lot of themes with them. They tend to be stuck. They they tend to be dealing with the same challenges over and over again. I don't know why. I'm working really, really hard, but I'm not getting that next job, or I'm not getting that raise, or I don't know why, but I'm always attracting the same type of partner. I don't know why, but I'm always having the same arguments with my friends and family. It's usually repetitive cycles and patterns, and also challenges that they can't move past. And usually what I tell my clients is that you guys are at a dead end, right? If you're at a dead end and you're tired of going through those same cycles, that's when you're ready to contact me.
I love that. So when they're like, I don't know why this keeps happening, that would be kind of a question they have in their mind, right?
Exactly.
Why does this keep happening?
Yes.
Well, I always say, I always kind of go back to when people win the lotto, they're like, oh my gosh, I was broke before. I won the lotto. Now I'm broke again. Like, what the heck, right? It's like...
the cyclic patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's important to become aware of them. And that's really the number one facet that I look for in a client that's ready to work with me, is that they're aware of these roles. They're aware of these patterns. They're aware of the cycles and the challenges that are keeping them blocked. They just don't know where to go from there.
Perfect.
And that's where I step in.
Yeah. So the outreach, how are you reaching people? How are you getting to them? What's the best kind of pool of people? Are you working with any specific areas, like maybe any mental health, any therapist, any how are you reaching your real, I guess, niche?
Yeah.
Oh, at the same time, twins.
Bam! Yeah, so it is. Right now, I'm reaching them through social media.
Okay.
That's probably my biggest outlet. I do a lot of work on my social media marketing to make sure that I can reach the sacred disruptors and really connect to them.
Okay.
And I'm not looking for a broad swath of people. I'm looking for a very small. The niche that I've selected is very small, but it's very impactful when they're ready to step forward. Yeah. So hopefully, outlets like this, outlets like my my webpage, outlets like my social media, those are really the ones I'm working with right now.
Yeah. So from start to finish, I know you said it's a commitment for the mentor program.
It is.
And is there what do you think the best result is that you've seen from someone coming to you to them kind of finally being ready to graduate, for lack of a better term?
Sure.
What do you think?
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I like it. So I don't give a cap and gown or anything, but we could if that floats your boat. So for me, it's really stepping into their authenticity. They're realizing that the survival role is outdated, right? They don't need to be there 100% of their time. The problem is that they don't know the layers that are kind of entangled into the survival role. But once they become aware of them and they start choosing different actions, usually actions to move forward as opposed to repeat, that's when I start to see, okay, you can do this on your own. You can start walking away. You can start, handling your own, because you're autonomous, you're independent, and you're authentic. And that's really the three that I'm looking for.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it great?
That is great. And it's just how can you not smile just thinking of having that work and working with someone to progress through all that.
Right.
Yeah. And see the results, which is what I love.
And you do.
I love seeing the results. I know in my clients too, I feel the same. So best client that you've had. What do you think? I mean, no naming names.
Yeah, of course not. Are we talking on the mentorship front, on the reading front, on the energy healing front?
You pick. Whatever you think your best client was that you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to work with them again. Or, gosh, it was such a great experience. Maybe you learned a lot. Maybe you felt that they got what they needed, and just times 10, like pie in the sky. If you had to pick one, I know that I'm sure there's many, but if you had to pick one.
For the most part, again, the clients that I really resonate with, the clients that I really adore, are the ones that are willing to do the work and, also and to take accountability. It's not coming to someone like me and being like, okay, here, you fix me. No. It doesn't work that way. It's really all about you really committing to yourself and committing in time to awareness, to action, to really thinking about. And I had a couple of clients that didn't realize they've had problems. They had problems in a variety of different areas, of diet and health, and education and career, and relationship and love, for example. But after we worked together and we continued to kind of discuss certain areas of conflict or challenge for them, and they actually made changes, that's what I really love about them, because they're actually seeing becoming aware of the problem, and they're making the choices to choose differently this time, as opposed to, well, I've always done this, or I've always gone here, or I let them come to me. No, it's time for you to move forward and try a different choice path. And that's probably the best way to explain all the clients that I've adored throughout my years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I certainly can see that kind of full cycle of things and why you would feel that way.
Yep.
Okay, so now
I know what you're going to ask.
Well, if I asked about the best, I have to ask about the not so great one. Well, I'm sure there's much fewer of those, but
yes.
But really, sometimes every now and then everybody gets like a weird or client that's just not fitting, or like you just sense something and it's just like, oh, what is that? And it's just like you can't wait to be done, right? So has that been a feeling that you've had? What would be an example of one of the clients that you would say would be the worst case scenario, like or you like, oh please, I hope they don't come back.
Yeah, I kind of got a twofold answer for that, because the ones that don't really know what workers like we do, like psychics and energy healers, and what we actually do, and they kind of frame us into the stereotype, like, oh, they're the ones that have a booth outside the Ferris wheel at the local carnival.
Oh yeah, they must be carnival related.
Carnival folk or what have you. And the ones that don't really understand the type of work and what we actually really do, that always irks me. It's kind of like they labeled you or to stereotype you. So I'm not really one for being stereotyped, but another answer that I have for that is those that aren't really willing to do the work and want me to give them the cure-all. Like, here's the magic pill. You take this, and then you'll be fine. Oh, I get the question all the time, am I supposed to stay or am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to, choose this opportunity or not? No, it's not for me to decide that for you. I can tell you what you would probably do based off of your energy and how I'm channeling it, but it's your responsibility. You're the one that needs to take accountability for these decisions. And I think that fear, when they project it onto someone like you or me, it becomes really difficult to hold, because it's not really our decision to make.
Correct.
It's not our lives. These are their lives. Does that make sense?
It does. And for me, I can say, when I have had clients, because I've had a few like that as well, but when I have people sit down and they're like, I need to know, and I'm like, whoa, I'm like, you already do. You already actually know. It's in here. It's just not. A lot of times people are not taking the quiet time, taking the downtime, taking the real soul-searching time. Maybe it's through meditation, maybe it's through walking, whatever it is. But I always think, you're just not taking the time because you're afraid of what the answer is. And I think that's where I kind of catch people, and that's what I kind of, will say in turn when people are saying, I need to know this. I'm like, you already do. Exactly. I'm helping you get there, but you already know what the answer is.
Exactly.
So it sounds very similar to some of the things people want you to tell them, so they have some kind of repercussions. Well, you said, and I did it because I'm like, no. You already know. You have the answer. We're guiding you to get to the answer you already have.
Exactly.
So I think that's kind of it's almost like kind of diverting them, as opposed to asking you to like feeling, yes, this is what I know, and this is really what I should be doing based on our conversation, whether it's a reading, whether it's your mentorship, whether it's even Reiki energy. I've had that as well. Yeah. So that's so fun. I love that.
Yeah.
Just because,
a lot of consistencies,
Yes. And a lot of similar experiences,
Agreed.
right?
Agreed.
Yeah, we can't really get away from it. So, but I love that as part of our work to kind of, nudge people in the other direction, or at least them accepting it in a different way.
Agreed.
Right?
There's also another way to look at that too, is that not every reader healer is for you, right? You may come to me and you may not like that, or you may go to Cheryl and you may absolutely love it, right? It's just letting you know that there are so many of us out there, and that there's a large network that I
because it's needed.
It's needed, right?
Yes.
I always put that, and this might be a little too I don't know what the right word is, maybe cliche to say, but I always put psychics in the category of like bartenders and hairdressers, because we're kind of like those boots on the ground type of individuals individuals that really connect with everyone, the populace, on a day-to-day basis, and various locations, various events, and various through people and referrals. But we're really on the ground, and I think we see a lot of people before they even think of, okay, I need to go to a doctor, or I need to go to a counselor, or I need to go to a therapist, right? And it's always nice to get that, because I direct a lot of people into that avenue, but some people aren't ready, or some people need more support from us and a therapist at the same time.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Right?
I know plenty of them, and I always have a resource available.
It's very good.
Yeah. Very good. So, with that being said, maybe someone is maybe connects with you or connects with me or whatever. And I have no problem too, like if someone comes to me and is asking me very, different questions, or their energy is a little, maybe I think would connect better with you. Maybe I think would connect better to somebody else. I have no problem, giving another person, whatever it is, that referral or that potential client, only because I want the best experience for the client.
Agreed.
I mean,
100%.
and that's, I think, really what it gets down to is wanting them to have the best, especially if it's like going to be their first time. You want them to have the best experience and have that open-mindedness afterwards to really pursue it again. So they're getting the healing and getting releasing as far as energy and blocks and things. Agreed. As far as what they need. So I think it's more about really getting them to the best person, or who you think in your network would be to match their energy, if they don't necessarily match with yours.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
I mean, that's how I look at it, and that's what I've done numerous times. And and I think there's again plenty of sun for everybody, right?
Agreed.
So that's how I look at that.
Well done.
I just and if anyone doesn't kind of put that energy out there, I think maybe some reconsideration is needed, right?
Oh yeah,
but,
totally.
Totally. That's how I work, and I know that's how you work.
That is how I work. Yes, most definitely.
And that's how most people that we encounter, that we know, that's in our circle work as well, which was something I love.
Yeah, I love that.
I love that about this community. I love that about our work, and I love that it's never competition. And if it is, you're in the wrong circle, and that's kind of how I look at it. And there's a lot to be said about that.
Agreed.
I think we just had that conversation the other day.
We did. I'm glad we got it on here, because it's important for, I think, people to hear, because they need to know that it's just the best interests of the client are always at our hearts and our minds, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, nice, fantastic. Well, it's nice to see you, Joanne.
Oh, guys.
So tell me, any events coming up?
Well,
anything people can see you at if they don't book with you at your actual place? Can they find you anywhere? Where's your contact information? How can they get in touch with you? What's the best and easiest way?
Sure. So probably the best and easiest way to get in touch with me is probably through my website. It has all my information on it. So my website is www.exploretarOchi.com. My business card has it on there, and all the information. You can even scan the code and get to my digital business info and all my contact information, but that is clearly the best way. If you can't get to me through my website, I do have a phone number that I prefer texts and calls on at 203-896-0577. And I also have an email as well. It's kind of long, but it's on my website. So if you heard my website, www.exploretarochi.com, you should be able to get all my information there. That's the best way to get a hold of me.
Fantastic.
Events. Yeah. So I do have an event coming up on the 13th, actually.
Yes.
We just got confirmed today.
Yes, we did. Actually, just
before this. It will be at the Grand Oaks Villa, right, in Watertown, Connecticut. It's a fun girls' night out, and it's a blast. There were lots of women, lots of fun activities and vendors, and all of us readers, and we have a great time. It's just a lot of fun. So sign up for tickets. I know that there's a Facebook page. And is there an Instagram or anything on that?
Yes,
Instagram.
Yes.
But fun girls' night out. And it's a mystical edition. So
the Mystical Lounge. For the first time, we're doing the Mystical Lounge. Last week we did the Mystical event over at the Kitchen Company in North Haven, which was fantastic. What a beautiful space!
Great time.
But this one is going to be amazing, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to connecting and seeing everybody come through the door. It should be a great event.
Yes.
So, girls' night, fun girls' night out.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Okay.
That's May 13th on a Wednesday, and that's going to be from 4 to 5 to 9, 4 to 9.
I think 5 to 9.
5 to 9.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern. And then on every last Thursday of the month, I'm at the Twisted Vine restaurant in Derby, Connecticut. It's actually a haunted bank / restaurant, historical location in Derby, Connecticut. It's a lot of fun. There's 5 of us readers, and we have a great time, and we offer readings all night from 4 to 9 as well. So yeah, come on down, get some food, get a good appetizer and some drinks. It's a lovely atmosphere. It's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of different readers to choose from.
Can they sign up ahead of time?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah. So if you go, there's usually a Facebook event, and you can see the Facebook event through the Twisted Vine restaurant. It's called Spiritual Night, and if you go there, you can see all of our bios, and we do have phone numbers available, and you can reach out to pre-book with any one of the readers.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
This way, people don't get there and have to wait and wait and wait and wait.
And we do tend to fill up quickly, so it's actually a good point you brought that up. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Joanne Cortes, Explore Taro'Chi.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming and for being here and letting us all know all the things you do and all the great work that you do. It's been a pleasure. You're tried and true, and boy, I love being around your energy.
Likewise.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was lovely being here.
Thank you, everyone. So
Bye-bye.
reach out to Joanne and work on some mentoring and even some psychic or energy work. Joanne Cortes, Explore Taro'Chi. Thanks so much, Joanne.
Thank you.